Hi, Gossiper Sharona. I'm in my natural nature on my patio. So, again, if you hear planes, cars, bird, it's because I'm out in nature's beauty, fresh air, everything like that. Anyways, we're on here to talk about Ray J, Kim Kardashian, and Kris Jenner. Now, Ray J, he's suing Kim and Kris. Why? Remember, they filed a suit against him for defamation. And Ray J is not letting this go, right? He's like adamant that they both were in on the sex tape. And I think people believe him. But the thing with Ray J is that lately, or for a couple years or so, you don't know whether to take him seriously or not. Because you see him do stuff, he says stuff, and you're looking at him like, is he on something, or is this for attention, for clout, or he knows exactly what he's doing? Because not only is he a singer, but he's also an actor, right? So you're looking at him sometimes and you're like, Ray J, something is either loose in the head, or you're doing this for fun, and then people are labeling you that there's something going on with you, that you might be on substance, things like that. Because if you've seen lately, I think the latest one is he's with some girl and he told her that he's still in love with his baby's mother, Princess Love. And then she starts crying. If I can find it, I'll show you. But then, then you have where he went to Kai Cenat and tried to get in the shower with Kai Cenat. Then there was another video with him walking around with a heart on. You get what I'm saying? The soldier stood, and people were like, "Ooh, he's in a room with men and young boys. What's going on with Ray J? Something is going on." His family is not speaking to him. Brandy's sister is on a successful tour with Monica, the Boys Mind tour. And Ray J is just, he's bugging out. So now he's suing them back. And, we're not quite sure where this will go unless he has, they call it receipts, but I'm going to say proof, unless he has unfathomable proof that, Kim and the mom are connected, which I think a lot of people believe that they do. He needs to show it and stop with this back and forth. It's been so many years, like over 20 years. And, it would seem like he's a Monique with the Oprah and Tyler Perry thing. But, when you're hurt and if you are correct, you are not in the wrong, it's hard to put that away and go, we're just going to let people run with it. Even if people say, look, we believe what you're saying, we believe it's like they need the validation from those people who still have that hold on them, in the sense that they want the truth to get out, but that person just won't deliver. And for that, it's like they're going to constantly keep speaking about it. Some people can just let it go, right? Some people can let it go. But like for Monique, she said that with Oprah and Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels too, but he apologized. But they affected her in a major way, in the sense that she was blackballed from Hollywood. So she wasn't being hired. And when you're not working, you're not getting money, and you have your families to support. But for the last couple of years, Monique has been doing well, right? And she did get her Netflix comedy special. Yeah, I think it was, yes. I think I only watch about, 10 minutes of it, because I can't take the N and curse and stuff like that, especially if it's not funny. I can't, and I don't really find Monique funny, but still, she's a human being with feeling, and that for her is just, it's stabbing for her to know that she's telling the truth, and she just want them to say yes, we did such and such to Monique, allegedly. But anyways, we're gonna get into in this article with TMZ. It says Ray J is firing back at Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner with a lawsuit of his own after they sued him for defamation. He says they were all in on the infamous sex tape and it wasn't leaked against Kim's will. In new legal docs obtained by TMZ, Ray J reveals what he says actually went down with the sex tape. He claims he and Kim consensually shot a sex tape in 2003, and then in 2006 they discussed releasing it, and he says Kim insisted Kris be in charge of the release and commercial exploitation of the film. I mean, that is sad. Your own mother. Ooh, have mercy. In the lawsuit filed by attorney Howard King, Ray J claims Kim and Kris have spent 2 decades peddling the false story that the sex tape was leaked against her will. Ray says Kim and Kris are furious. He no longer wants to play along with their tall tale. In the docs, Ray says on the Kardashians, Kim, Kris, and Ye falsely accused him of sexually assaulting Kim while she was asleep, releasing revenge porn and extortion. Ray says he initiated legal proceedings, and Kim, Kris, and their production company entered a settlement with him where Kim agreed to pay him $6 million. Woo! Ray says the agreement also featured a requirement barring further mention or public reference to the sex tape on the Kardashians. But he says almost immediately after the agreement was executed, Kim, Kris, Ye, and Kendall Jenner all made statements in violation of the agreement. In the docs, Ray says he is entitled to $1 million in damages under the agreement. Kim and Kris sued Ray J for defamation last month, and here he says their lawsuit is not really about defamation. He says it's about publicity, power, and punishment. Ray says they filed a baseless lawsuit to weaponize the judicial system, snark their contractual obligations, and sacrifice on the altar of fame. Kim's and Kris' attorney, Alex Spiro, tells TMZ after realizing he is losing the case and losing his way, this disjointed, rambling distraction is not intimidating anyone. Ray J will lose this frivolous case too. So so that's it with Ray J. Like I said, people, I think they do believe Ray J. It's just that I don't know if the Kardashians will ever go down unless he has something to release that shows that they were involved in said sex tape. So gossipers, what are your thoughts? Let me ask you, do you believe that Kim Kardashian and Kris knew about the release of the sex tape and they were all down for it? Because if it comes out that they did, the Kardashians, they've made enough money. They won't suffer for anything. But it's just that their image, their reputation would be damaged, because here he is saying all this, you keep denying it, you can deny. And the thing is, if you know it's true and there's something out there, you gotta be brazen to really say, there's no such thing, I didn't know it was gonna be sold, or it was really stolen, and this and that. And then the mother, Kris Jenner, to be behind her daughter. Oh, that alone in itself is troubling. I mean, I don't have anything against the Kardashian in that sense, the way people come at them, because even though Kim has the sex tape, she did venture from that, and she did work to get to where she is today. Even if it was on Ray J's, ding dong, she was able to turn it into an empire of fashion and beauty and stuff like that. So you have to give her the credit in that sense, that she was launched with the sex tape, but then she was able to still keep herself going to the point where they're a household name. But good luck to Ray J. Their attorneys like let him try, because it's just rambling. So, gossipers, again, what are your thoughts?